Hello there, dear YouTube friends. Welcome to another video of Figma design tutorial. So in this tutorial, I'll be teaching you guys on how to design a simple dashboard using Figma. So let's go to Dribble and let's just find a simple UI example that we would like to use as a reference for this whole designing tutorial. So let's go to Dribble, and I have already found one. This is just a simple yet very neat and very good looking dashboard. So it's gonna be, this is the one that we're gonna use as a reference, and which we're gonna use it just to design exactly like this using Figma. So in this case, I'm just gonna go and click on copy this image and just gonna paste it here. And before that, let me just give a quick credit to this designer, dribble designer called Figma, and he's just an awesome designer. Designs a lot of uh, mostly about dashboards, by the way. So let me just copy. Oops, sorry. Okay, so it's gonna use this as a reference. So let's go. Let's as always, we need to have the frame tool to be the one that we usually and always uh, will be start with. We'll be starting with. So let's go and click. Sorry, not this. Sorry. Let's go to this. Sorry. Okay, let's go into this particular frame tool here. Click on it, and it's going to make a rectangle here, just beside here. So just a simple rectangle will do, and just make sure it is. And let's give some corner, some curved corner, and on all the edges. In this case, I'm just going to go to this particular section here, which is the frame, and let's give some corner here, and which will reflect its changes to be made here. So let's go ahead and click here, and just gonna give like around 50. Just gonna check how curved is it. Okay, yeah, this is perfectly how we would like to have it. And let's go back to the main screen. So and there you go. Okay, so this is the frame itself. So next, let's go and change the background, and let's just quickly just make this background to be this color. Okay, there you go. So yeah, and then the first thing is it's going to be this particular how do you call this? This is the sidebar, by the way. So let's give the sidebar, which will be fall on line to be left hand side. So in this case, I'm gonna give a rectangle tool here. So, and you need to make sure that this particular rectangle tool falls within this particular frame here. So I'm just gonna click on the rectangle, then it's gonna uh, drag it and drop it within the frame. And as you can see here, the frame has been, I mean the rectangle has been filled inside the frame, so that it will be always be shown whatever is within the frame. So whatever which is out of the frame, it will not be visible. So that's the first thing that we did. And let's go and change the color of this particular sidebar here using this color. I'm going to select the color here. Okay, so this is going to be the color that we're going to use. Okay, I mean yes, would have been chosen. And next, let's go and add this particular text, which is like, for example, client list. And this is gonna just drag it here, and it's gonna copy everything whatever it's here. So by just clicking on this text tool, and just gonna drag and make some text, and we need to choose perfect size of the font. So in this case, I have to go for 24. 24 seems pretty small still, so let's go for 48. 46, 48 is kind of big though, so let's go for 36. Okay, so let's go and just fill up all of this. Oops, sorry, just left text. So client list. Okay, I'm just gonna copy, gonna duplicate every single list here. And you can actually drag and select everything, and you can change all of this by simply just selecting all, and you can just literally just change this to different font and change the size of the font, and also the color. Yeah, so in this case I'm going to give some gray here, mid-range gray, and this is just the sections. Let's go and give this first product card here, which is the person's profile. So it's gonna select all of this, and it's gonna move it a bit down. And next will be the gonna select this particular rectangle tool, and it's gonna drag it and make a rectangle just like this. It's gonna make it to the end, and it should be a bit here. And just gonna give some border, I mean a corner here. The corner will be about 20 pixels. Okay, that will do. And gonna give some white color, and also some small and very little shadow of 10%. And 10% is still a bit huge, so it's gonna um, move this shadow to a bit higher, and let's go back and see, and there you go, we have it. Okay, next let's fill up some content of this particular uh, product card. So this case gonna give this square here. This square is the one that's going to be filled with this person's avatar. So it's going to make this particular to be 100, or you can actually give unlimited, because we're going to make it circle. And let's go to pixels and look for some person's profile. It's going to put profile picture. This looks nice. And you just need to make sure the photo fits within the circle. And just make sure it's perfectly within the circle. Okay, there you go. And next will be his name and email and stuff. It's going to give some random name, and follow the color of the text. Yeah, just gonna just add some Gmail here, email, this person's email. So John at gmail.com. That's so small, and just gonna make some bit bigger. And we can actually make a right hand side tool by using this combination of dash and this, like you can actually use this particular key, which is this key, and let me just see this key here. So by using this key together, using these two keys together, you will be having this key. Since you can see here, this only works for this particular font called Inter. So Inter font is really like really cool, by the way. So okay, so let's go back. So let's gonna use, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna place it here, and the color should be a bit. Let's give some gray, and let's increase the size a bit. Okay, there you go. And let's give this the name of the dashboard called the author. I mean the designer. I call one and some green with the color, and I'm gonna place a text within this. Increase the size, and just change the color to this. Okay, and next let's go to the main column here, which is it's going to be a couple of product cards. So this product cards is actually repeating. So let's start with the first product card, which is we're going to use a shape tool here, rectangle, and we're going to make a rectangular first. So just going to make a simple rectangular and not so big, and should be like this. And let's repeat. Okay, that should be enough. Should be go. That should be enough. And let's make exactly like this particular rectangle, which is we should be having a white color fill here, white fill, and it has some really nice stroke like this, and give some size to the thickness. Let's give some corner. It's going to give around 15. Let's give it more, 25, and there you go. This should be enough. And let's decrease the size, the color of this. Yeah, also with the size of this. And let's give some shadow. Oops, sorry. And yeah, just click on effects, click on this stuff, and let's reduce the opacity of the shadow to 5%, and let's remove the stroke because we have given the shadow, and increase the spread a bit. and increase the opacity to 25. And make sure this color is following this. Okay, and this should be something like this. Okay, this should be it. And okay, so this is how the product card is going to be. So let's add all these details like project name and stuff like that. And just make the text to be the same as the one in the below. So this is going to be size going to be it's too small, 24. Okay, and this should be about 30. And this reduce the size of this to 20. And let's reduce the color, the opacity to light gray. And this should be crypto landing page. Yeah, and let's pick this color. Okay, we need to reduce the size even more to 18, and this should be to 24. It's just going to fill this details, date, created. This should be 3. And let's move this towards here. Be deadline. To May 2021. This is project brief. I'm put download. Lastly, category. Something it uses tag here, so we can actually use tag, like we're gonna use this particular tool, rectangular. Click on rectangle and we're gonna make a rectangle tool first by just making a rectangle, simple rectangle like this. I'm gonna place this text inside here, and yeah, we need to change it to finance tag and tag, and reduce the size to 14. Let's bring to this front and change the color of this to this color here, and this color should be this color here. And we need to make the corners to be rounded, so we need to make it, let's reduce the size a bit more to 13. Make it center and click on the background here, and you're gonna make it about 10, and let's give it more because it's just okay. There you go, you have the tag here, and let's increase this size a bit. Okay, the color. Okay, now it's a repeating group. You can actually just copy this whole page, make it into a group by going to make group selection here, and you can just reuse this reuse um, this whole product card again and again. Example like this, copy and copy and paste, and you can just move it here. Sorry, we need to copy everything. Yeah, when we copy everything, we need to literally copy the whole group, so it always copies exactly what we wanted it to be copied. So then let's yeah, need to make sure we bring all of this to down. Sorry, copy everything, bring it down. Okay, it should be it. And let's see what else to add here. Let's add the type the this title here. It's called active projects, and change the color to this green here, and increase the size. Okay, that should be it. Okay, so let's add this search button here, search bar here. It's gonna be like this. I'm gonna add simple like this, and fill up with actually you don't need to fill because the background's already white, so you can remove the fill. And let's add some shadow. I think we need to give some fill here. give it white, and let's go back to shadow here, and the spread should be around 1, and let's give this 0. Okay, so then let's give some blur, and let's reduce the opacity to 10 and give some corners, so to 10, and let's increase some opacity because it's not visible enough, so let's give some 15 would do. Okay, that's enough. Well, you can actually give more if you would like to have it more by giving more blur, and also some spread. Okay, I think that's enough for this, and give some text within the box here. Put tab to search, round check, and select all. Let's reduce the size. And, yep, something like that, and change the color. Okay, and let's look for uh, icons, which is we're going to use magnifying glass. I'm just going to put search here. So meanwhile we can work on uh, these two columns here, active and archived. So let's add those two. Let's put active and increase the size a bit to 28. That would do, and make the, the size of this to a bit semi bold, and the color should be the green that we have just chosen, and give some text, give some underline by going here and give some line below this, and let's increase the size of the thickness of the line, and this is too big, and it should be something like this green here which we have used. Okay, next will be archived, which is not active, so it's going to put archived, and the color should be gray, something like that. And as you can see here, we have already added most of the things here, so and just few more stuff left, and I'm just gonna copy this, and as you can see here I can actually paste the magnifying glass here, but I need to just flip it horizontal, and just by doing that, and let's go and just place it here. This is too big, so I'm just gonna reduce the size a bit, place center. And next, as you can see here, this is black. I don't want it to be in black here because it says it's not fully black color, it's the green that we used here. So how to make this image to be into black? So I can actually use you can actually make this image to be used as a mask. So by using as a mask, uh, you can actually just get a rectangle with that color, and make sure your color is um, so this is the one that's gonna fill the mask here. So let's make this color to be this green that we have chosen, and we should place it within the mask here. Something going on. Just let me see how do you do this. Okay, we can just gonna I'm just gonna skip this for now. I'll be teaching you guys in the next video if I was able to find this. And yeah, I'll get back to you once I was able to do this. Okay, in this case, we're just gonna decrease the color here by going to fill. Oh, sorry, you need to select this and just gonna make it into half. That would do. And let's decrease this size to 20. Okay, that would do. And let's see what else we are missing. We are missing this button, green button here. So we're gonna add it. It's gonna put create something. And let's change the color, the background to this, and give some corners. Sorry, it's very even more. Okay, and let's add some text into this particular um, button. So create the size to be a bit thicker, and let's put it in the center here, just like this. Put it in the center and increase the thickness a bit. It should be, let's give some color here, the first color. And let's see what else are we missing. Yeah, let's add more of this icons here. Yeah, you can just actually just look for a simple icon, and let's look for avatar. So sorry, I mean I could have find better. Yeah, just gonna use some simple avatar like this. And let's make this to be active. Yep, let's make this active again. So it's gonna make a rectangle. Make a rectangle like this and reduce the size. And gonna send to back. Oops, sorry, went really back. Mm, let's click on this rectangle and just try to place it right above this here. Okay. And make this color to be this color we are using, and give some border, sorry, corners. So about 10 would do, about 15 would do. Let's reduce this size a bit to 35, and let's give some like let's repeat this without the background here, something else, and gonna not to have the color to be green because we're gonna use gray, and let's repeat, let's just keep on have this inner repeat. Okay, so it's gonna copy and just paste it like this time. And we can actually add all these tags here, just like a notification. So go to this here and click on circle or ellipse and just drag it like this, make it a small circle, and it's gonna put it within this column here, and the color should be this color. And let's add a very tiny text within this, within the small circle here. Let's put 9, and then color should be this color. The size is going to be very small. So in this case, I'm uh, gonna use very tiny. Bring this forward. Okay, that's center, and that's the one. Let's give some other colors here. Like in this case, we're gonna give green, and let's give this red. Color should be white, and let's add this thing here. It's called Pro. In this case, I'm gonna use a rectangular, and I'm gonna give the color to be this color here, which I just chosen, and I'm gonna add some text within here. It's gonna be very tiny as well, about 14, and this color should be this color, which is the fixed. Let's give some corner, about 10, oops, sorry, 50, and place this inside, and reduce the size. Put this inside the green color thing, and give some line in between. And I'm gonna give it some light gray like this, and I'm gonna increase the size, the thickness of this. keep it as is, and I'm just gonna bring it to here, and I'm gonna bring this stuff to here as well. And yep, there you go. I think I'm closely, I've done everything here. Okay, yep, I have covered everything which is really necessary. So I think that's all for me. So this is the end product, the end result uh, of the uh, dashboard designed by Mike Wallen, and I really like his design. That's why I've chosen this particular design to be the one that we're gonna use it as a template as for our reference, for the reference for our designs tutorial today. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this entire video, and let's meet in another designing tutorial Figma. And just if you have any doubts, just feel free to ask in the comment section, and I'll be trying to reach out to you guys once you have any questions as well. And yeah, thanks again for watching this entire video till the end of this right second. And till the next video, uh, let's just hope that we will be able to always like have a uh, learning learning mind in our hands here. So always let's have another tutorial in the near future. So see you guys, and peace.